We usually think of time as this really rigid mechanical thing, right? Like a clock ticks and an hour passes. It's solid math.
Right.
But then you sit down at your desk to do a quick, I don't know, 1 hour task,
And
and
suddenly it's a Salvador Dali painting.
yes, exactly. The time just totally
You look up,
melts.
the sun is setting, and your entire afternoon is somehow just gone.
Yeah.
It happens to absolutely everyone.
It really does. And I was reading a great piece recently from HRDQ. It's by Bradford R. Glazer. It's called "What is Parkinson's Law and How to Beat It at Work?" And it really completely changed how I look at my calendar because it tackles exactly this phenomenon.
Oh, yeah, for the great read.
Yeah, so today's deep dive is all about Parkinson's Law. Our mission here is to uncover why that 1 hour task mysteriously eats up an entire afternoon, and you know how you can actually reclaim your schedule. So, okay, let's unpack this.
Right, so to stop that afternoon time melt, we really have to look at the core of Parkinson's Law, which is, honestly, deceptively simple. It states that work expands to fill the time allotted to it.
So if I give a 2 hour job a full week?
It will absolutely take a full week to finish, without fail.
Yeah, it's kind of like a gas expanding to fill whatever container you put it in, right?
Oh, that's a great analogy, yeah.
Like if you have a big container, it just fills the whole thing, the gas just spreads out.
Exactly. We're constant overpackers with our time. But what's really fascinating here is where this concept actually comes from. You'd probably assume it was coined by, I don't know, some modern behavioral psychologist.
Right, yeah, like some productivity guru.
Right. But Cyril Northcote Parkinson actually wrote it in 1955 as a completely satirical joke.
Wait, a joke? Like he wasn't even trying to give productivity advice.
Not at all, no.
Yeah.
He was taking a shot at the British civil service, actually. Yeah, he was mocking how the government managed to constantly add new staff and, bureaucratic layers, even when their actual workload was visibly shrinking. He was just pointing out the absurdity of office dynamics.
Okay, well, that's incredibly funny, but it obviously stuck around because, it hits way too close to home for the rest of us.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And to figure out why a joke perfectly describes our daily reality, we have to look at the behavioral mechanism behind it. It's not that we are intentionally lazy. It's that the human brain kind of misinterprets extra time.
Okay, how so?
Well, instead of seeing a generous deadline as nice, relaxing breathing room, the brain sees it as an invitation to overcomplicate.
But surely extra time inherently makes the final product better, right? If I rush through a report in 2 hours instead of giving it 5, won't I just submit sloppy work?
That's the most common fear, for sure.
Like my boss isn't going to care about Parkinson's Law if my presentation is full of typos, you know?
Sure. But this isn't about skipping the necessary work. The source clarifies that it's about recognizing the dangerous confusion between quality and perfection.
Ah, okay. I see.
Those extra 3 hours almost never close the gap between good and perfect. Instead, you start what they call bike shedding.
Bike shedding.
Yeah, like obsessing over font choices or formatting or just endless revisions that don't actually improve the work at all.
Ah, so you're just generating the feeling of productivity, like you're stalling.
Precisely. You're basically generating busy work.
So the question then becomes, how do we stop this psychological trap? How do we build a tighter container for that gas?
Right. Well, the HRDQ strategy is surprisingly aggressive, actually. They say to take your standard time estimate for a task and literally cut it in half.
Cut it in half.
Yeah, just in half.
In a corporate environment, trying to do everything in half the time, that sounds like a recipe for a total panic attack.
Well, it's not about inducing panic. It's about engineering a slightly uncomfortable but productive amount of pressure. When you only have half the time, you don't have the luxury of second-guessing every comma. You have to focus on the core objective.
Right.
And a great way to execute this is through strict time boxing. So say setting a timer for 45 minutes of pure, uninterrupted focus.
And I noticed when reading through the piece, it was really adamant about what happens when that 45-minute timer goes off. You absolutely have to step away.
Yes.
Like, breaks aren't an optional reward for finishing early. They are mandatory for the whole structure to hold upright.
Exactly. They're load-bearing walls. If you try to sprint like that and skip the breaks, the whole system collapses into burnout.
Yeah.
And then you're right back to a draining, endless workday.
Which defeats the whole purpose. But I know my own habits, and I try to trick myself at this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll set a tight timer and say, okay, this is due Tuesday. But my brain secretly knows the real meeting isn't until Thursday.
Oh, the fake deadline. Yes, that is the ultimate trap.
It totally derails the urgency because you secretly know you left a buffer. Like your brain always calls your bluff.
It does, yeah. And the other big pitfall to avoid is cramming. like trading care for speed.
Mm.
Remember, a tighter deadline doesn't mean lowering your standard. It means sharpening your focus.
Mm-hmm.
Doing bad work faster is never the goal.
So no fake deadlines and definitely no sloppy rushing, just real enforced boundaries.
Right, exactly.
So that is our challenge to you, the listener, today. Pick just one task on your list. Trap its true minimum time and enforce a real boundary. Put a timer on it.
And as you experiment with that, I'll leave you with this final thought to ponder.
Yeah.
We know our professional work expands to fill whatever time we give it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But does our personal stress and worry also expand to fill whatever free time we forget to strictly protect?
Oh, wow. I love that. Like, if we don't put a hard stop on our worries, they really will just stretch out and take over the evening. Well, protect your time, everyone.